What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today, and today I have a massive release reaction for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video, and without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. Really excited to get back to the release reactions today. Today we have some NG models new molds, and we also have some other ones to take a look at as well. Also, I'm not sick, I'm just really congested, so thank you all for putting up with that in advance. But nevertheless, you know the grind around here. We're not going to take off for congestion, we're going to keep it up. So let's go ahead and get started with the new NG models 1 to 200s for pre-order. Starting right here with this China Express Airlines ARJ2170. This is Bravo 650P in a special color scheme. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but looks pretty good. Anyways, this item number is 20109 as well. Looks good. Glad to see some more ARJ21s or 717 ripoff getting done here. And ultimately, this will be a good aircraft for everybody looking around for once. That looks really nice. Next, we're going to have the Audra Airways or Litera. I've never heard that before, so if I can hear it, I can say it, but usually reading it's not my strong suit. CRJ100ER, this is Foxtrot Golf Papa Yankee Quebec in a hybrid livery, so it looks really cool. Again, I'm not very familiar with this airline at all, but it still looks really cool, and I like the various colors that go along with it as well, so that's looking very good right there. We're going to have another one. This time it has the full titles, no hybrid livery, and this is the same registration, just with a Romeo at the end. So looks really good. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer. I personally think the original livery looks the best, although they're both pretty good. So very unique releases here for NG in the 1 to 200 scale. Then we're going to have a West Air Europe CRJ200 freighter. This is going to be Sierra Echo Delta Uniform Yankee. Very interesting aircraft to look at here. I think the gray and navy is a really interesting combo. I also think NG did do a similar aircraft at some point, at least livery-wise. It looks pretty similar to an aircraft they've done before. So good to see this one as well, and certainly grinding out that CRJ200. Same song, second verse literally here, as we're going to have just a different registration. It's going to be uniform X-ray this time, so very interesting. I don't see any major differences, so assuming it's just beefing up the registration collection there, so that's quite nice. China Southern Airlines Boeing 757-200 Bravo 2815 with the gray underbelly, so certainly nice to see that after they've done the other underbellies previously. This one does look really good too, and I'm sure all the collectors will really appreciate this aircraft, so that's looking really nice right there. Very nice. And then we're also going to have another one with the metallic stand this time. So very interesting to see 2853 getting done. So actually, never mind. So the main difference here, they both have stands, but the main difference is this one has a white underbelly. Tell me which one you prefer. I kind of like the white, to be honest. I think it looks kind of sleek. So both those look good though, nevertheless. And then we're going to have this Air Greenland Boeing 757-200 registered Oscar Yankee Golf Romeo Lima. This one also looks really good, as you can see right here. I love the red. I didn't even know they had 7.5s. I thought they were mainly on the E330 Neos. That's what I've seen 1 to 400, of course. But it's really great to see the 757-200 for Air Greenland getting done right there. That's really, really cool. And then we have the National Airlines Boeing 757-200. This is November 567 Charlie Alpha in the old color scheme. This one looks really good. I like the winglets as well. So very good looking aircraft, and certainly very glad to get to see NG models knocking that out of the park right there. That's absolutely awesome. Same song, second verses, we're going to have 963 Charlie Alpha. So also looking very good. No major differences to my knowledge, excluding your registration. So certainly beefing up that registration collection indeed. And here is the debut of the Boeing 737-700 1 to 200. What an exciting day this is. It's going to be with the USA Marine C-40A Clipper. Very unique aircraft. So this is a 737-7AFC with winglets, 170041. And this is the first C-40A with the Roadrunners for USMC BMR-1. So what a good looking aircraft that is. Again, it's really cool to see the 737-700 debuting. Absolutely will be jumping on top of Southwest and other aircraft of such nature when NG does do those, but for now we get the Roadrunners, so certainly cool to see them getting after it, and for all of our military collectors, that will be a big one right there. Very nice. And here's a PLA Air Force Boeing 737-700 registered Bravo 4026 equipped with these EFM56 engines, and it is the new mold as well. So very awesome to see that. It looks really good in the sample photos, so it's going to be really awesome to see how this looks once we get some liveries on it. Excuse me. And this one, I believe, is just the same song, second verse. I don't see any differences besides it being 4025. So awesome to see yet another 737-700 there for the PLA Air Force. And that will do it for the new NG 1 to 200 releases. Overall, a pretty calm set, although the new mold's going to be awesome. So, especially if you're a military collector, go jump on top of the one they're offering right there. Now we have some new JFox aircraft to take a look at here. So let's go ahead and dive into these. Once I get the top bar to stay up there, which we got on the first try, so that's awesome. So let's go ahead and see what we got going here for the InFlight200 aircraft. Let's get started. Here's the Singapore Airlines Boeing 777-300, and this is Victor Sierra Yankee Golf. Good looking aircraft. It's been awesome seeing so many of these at Los Angeles. Definitely got to get one or an A350 at some point to represent Singapore in my collection in the future. So awesome to see that one right there. That's really nice. And then it looks like some retaliation, literally direct retaliation here from Engine Models. Now, InFlight's going to be doing the Marine C40, and this is 170041 as well. So I'm not sure if that was literally direct competition or just ironic. This might be a new aircraft in the fleet. I have no idea, but so if somebody knows, please comment. I would love to know what's going on with this because it's definitely not a coincidence, I would think. So definitely really cool to see that right there. It's either the aircraft's new or it's direct competition, but nice to see multiple versions nevertheless as NG makes their staple into this 1-200 landscape. Now we're going to have a Yamo Transport or Spring Japan Airbus E321 freighter, Juliet Alpha 81 Yankee Alpha. Awesome to see more carriers getting the A321F. I'm eager to see how these will debut across the United States sometime, but it appears that Spring Japan is jumping right on top of it. I like their delivery, very unique, so very exciting to see that, and that should be really cool right there. That's awesome. And we're going to have a Lufthansa City Airbus E319 registered Delta Alpha Bravo Golf Hotel. Yet another good looking aircraft. It's cool to get all these various titles on these Europe narrow bodies. So that's what we're finding with this one right here. That was a really quick list, my goodness. So what an interesting list that was, but certainly a bunch of good aircraft. And I'll evaluate at the end, make sure that we didn't miss any once we get to that last video of this recording session, which will probably be here in the near future. And we'll take a look at that. It was a nice Christmas sale that they had. That's how far behind we are. And here's some more B models, which should be some more in-flight. So let's go ahead and assess this lineup of airplanes. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Okay, here's some more in-flights. We have a British Air Tours Elton 11-385-1 TriStar, and this is Golf Bravo Echo Alpha Lima, so GB, pretty cool. Only 37 pieces of this aircraft being made for Easy Toys, or it might be being made in general, so definitely jump on that if you're interested, as that's going to be going very quick. So very cool to see that one getting done there in a very unique hybrid livery. And we're going to have a British Airways Boeing 747-200 Golf Bravo Delta X-Ray Alpha, and this is in the... Is this the Negus livery? I want to say, could be completely wrong, so apologies in advance. Only 86 pieces here as well, so definitely jump on top if you're interested. But certainly, yet another solid showing for British Airways. They had several of these in 2023. Now we're getting the 2024 rounds, so this is awesome. And here's the BOAC livery, I believe, on this British Airways 747-400 Golf Bravo November Lima November. I'm really surprised they're only making 30 of this, as this was very popular when Gemini did it, and I'm sure another company has done it between now and when Gemini did. So really surprised, but this is why they're limited edition collectibles, so definitely jump on top of that one if you're interested. And I guess that's it for that one as well. But again, I'll check it out here in a moment once we get to the end of the recording session. But we still have a little ways to go, as we've only been going for 8 minutes here, and we're already making some huge progress. Not really intentional. It's just how the releases have been here to end and start the year. And this is the latest releases. I'm not sure exactly what we're talking about, if this is Gemini and NG, since they were really close to each other. But let's go ahead and see what we can find. It appears it's going to be Gemini, Herpa, Skymarks, and no NG, surprisingly. So let's go ahead and get started. So these are all Geminis. I think so. Okay, these are, I don't know. This might be spread out. I'm not sure. Okay, so we'll start here with both a 1-200, 1-400, and 1-200 Mexicana Boeing 737-800 X-Ray Alpha Alpha Sierra Mike. And this appears to be a cool hybrid livery, unless there's the new one that's starting up, which if it is, this is a really cool livery for them. I'd really like to look at this, so eager to see where they'll operate and if they'll fit into my collection sometime. So that looks really good. Pretty sure it's a new one now that I think about it. Okay, from Harpin 1500, we have this USAF C-130J 37th Air West Squadron. This is a really good looking aircraft. I'm glad to see them branching out to this realm of military here, 1-500. So that's really awesome to see right there. We have a Pan Am Boeing 727-100 November 340 Papa Alpha by Harpin 1500 with the Clipper Jet Droskit titles. Hopefully I said that kind of right. Awesome to see this. I definitely want one of these with the Billboard title sometime for a project that I'm working on. So awesome to see the smaller titles getting done for Herpa right there. It's really cool. And here's a Delta 727-100 November 1635. Yet another good one, and it appears that they're kind of taking notes from Gemini and releasing some of their older aircraft as well. So along with their new ones, which I'm assuming we'll get some of those coming up. We'll see. Here's one that's a little bit newer. This is the Antonov 124 UR-82008. I believe this is the one I've seen. So very cool to see this aircraft getting done here, and hopefully it turns out really well. So that's awesome to see. And this is going to be the Alaska Airlines Lockheed L1649 Alpha Starliner, November 7316 Charlie. Good looking aircraft here as well. Very unique. I haven't seen one of these done in a very, very long time, and it is a new mold in 1-200. So how cool is that? And certainly a very hot start here for their Starliner lineup. So I'm sure they'll be able to utilize this pretty effectively here in 1-200. Very niche base, so especially if they add some really cool Europe offerings to it for those collectors too, I think they'll be set. So that's really cool to see. Wow, how about this? This is really awesome. Southwest Airlines and Moonwell 1 Boeing 737 MAX 8 with stand and gear Skymark Supreme 1-100. This was certainly all the latest releases. They were not kidding about that. I don't know how I got hyperlinked to an Emirates A350, but that is truly incredible. Yeah, we'll go look at that here in a moment, but I'm eager to see a price. Definitely a very, very nice model right there, and certainly really glad to get to see Skymarks jump on that relatively fast. So good job there, Skymarks. And here's a car, Honda Civic, so that's really cool, the Type R. And that's it. That was a very interesting, I was not expecting that to turn out like that, but that's how it turned out. So very interesting duo right there, and certainly what I last expected. Okay, now we have some Hobby Masters. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, and then I'll save the last one for another video in case we are still quiet going into the coming weeks, so I can still release these every Sunday. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. All right, so here we go with our new HobbyMaster aircraft. So let's go ahead and take a look. We have a U.S. Marines doubles A4K Skyhawk. This is really cool. Diamondbacks right here from 1993. Looks good. Nice variety there. I also like this line that goes across the fuselage. So really cool aircraft. That looks really, really good. Then we're also going to have this France Margris 2005, or literally 2000-5 188EF. That's pretty long, so I won't read it all. But anyways, a 2017 aircraft with various fuel tanks. So quite a complex aircraft here, but it looks really nice. I also think this Dragon here is pretty sick. So nice variety on this particular offering right here. And this looks really, really good. So good job here by HobbyMaster for getting some good variety in. We have a very similar one. This one has some different components to it, so that's really cool to see. So very nice to see. I believe it has... it might just be a different livery. The actual aircraft itself might be the same, but still looks really good regardless. And glad to see that right there. It's really nice. Here's the MiG-15. Really cool to see this. Combat Air Museum in Kansas. That's really cool. I'm definitely interested in the Combat Air Museum if it is in Kansas, if that is true. So why don't we take a little field trip real quick, Combat Air Museum, and see if this is actually in Kansas, because I would love to know. Yes, it is. It's in Shawnee County. So let's see. Is this the Wichita one? This might be the Wichita one. No, this is Topeka. Okay, very cool. So if I ever get to go to the Topeka Air Show, I might go to this, or driving back from Airliners International, which will be taking place, sorry, had to do it, in Kansas City, Missouri this year, June 26th through 29th of 2024. I might go over to Topeka, make a pit stop. Yes, it is out of the way a little bit, as you can tell. Drive back to Tulsa, as you can see here. But at the end of the day, it does look like a really cool museum, and it would be awesome to see what this one is all about. And I'm sure they have a website here too. Can I find the website? Yes, here it is right here. So it looks pretty cool, and I'm sure they have some pretty cool exhibits. So really awesome to learn about this one. And yeah, definitely will keep that on my list going forward. So that's awesomeness to see. So definitely going to have to make a reminder of that really quick. So let me go ahead and do that, because it certainly looks really cool. So Combat Air Museum. Combat Air Museum. It's a little far to do airliners tours of it, so that's why it probably hasn't been done. But it's still really awesome to see this in the general vicinity. And if not, then Topeka has an awesome air show, so maybe we can tie it in with that sometime. So that is really cool to literally indirectly learn. And I very much appreciate HobbyMaster for listing the museum in their title here. So I'm assuming that this must be in it or has some affiliation. So yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll be able to buy this aircraft to go with it sometime. I would love to get a MiG aircraft for my 1-200 fleet, or 172 rather. So sorry for the detour, but that was certainly very cool to learn about. Yet another one right here. This one's North Korea for the Red 1998 lineup right here. So this one also looks good. It's got some really nice digital camo to it. So that's very cool to see right there. Austrian Air Force F-18A Hornet. This is ARDU A2132. This one looks really good too. Love these F-18s. So awesome to see Australia getting some more representation, as they always are strong in the model aircraft landscape. MCAS F-18A Hornet as well, and this one's going to be VMFA312 Marines Corps Air Station. I don't even want to try to pronounce that, but nevertheless looks good on this aircraft too. Okay, this is the Tornado IDS Air Defense 2023 44 plus 69 aircraft. So very unique one here. Tail looks really cool. So this is awesome to see, and I wonder why they flipped it and faced the aircraft going this way. I don't know what the reasoning was there, but certainly a very interesting aircraft there, to say the least. Here's a Marines AV-8B Harrier 2. Very cool to see this. I really would like to see not only this demo, but also the aircraft. I've never seen one before, but this is a 2019 version, so awesome to see that. So hopefully we'll see more Harriers sneaking around town in the future. Here's the F-16 right here. Sofa Fighting Falcon, Israel 119 Squadron, the BAT. So very nice to get to see the various livery that this one encompasses here. And then we have this F-16D Fighting Falcon, also for a similar squadron, this time the Scorpion, and this one looks really good too. So very similar livery. The main difference is just the type of aircraft and also the squadron. So cool to see the variation there. Here's a U.S. Navy Grumman F-14A Fist of the Fleet. Excuse me, I can't talk right now. This one does look really good too, so that's certainly very nice to see right there. And here's a Russian Air Force Su-30K. This one looks good, very simple, but certainly gets the job done right there, so that's quite nice. Man, this is a massive set. Here's a FW-190A3. This one also looks really good. I like the livery. It's so cool to get the 1-48 lineup coming in here. And that will do it. So what a nice lineup of aircraft this is. Certainly got some good variation here. I like it. So this one certainly is the most interesting just due of the circumstances, which again, this Combat Air Museum is dead south of the downtown Topeka area at the Topeka Regional Airport. I'm not sure where the air show takes place. I would think they have a military base around here, but maybe they do conduct it here at the regional airport, but it's literally right here on the southwest side, pardon, of the field. So that's really cool. Actually, never mind. I forgot that they have all these KC-135. Are these? Yeah, KC-135s over here at the regional airport. I kind of forgot about that. So that's where the air show is going to be conducted. So definitely want to go to that sometime. Sorry for a little variation in today's video, but nevertheless, I really hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy. Everybody stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.